everyone, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite hair products. I'm so excited. These are just products that I freaking love. Most of these I've bought more than once. Some of them I used all the way through and I was like, I need to buy this again. So there are a couple that I've added to my Sephora loves to buy again. I'm going to be honest, I only have 1-2 items that are like more drugstore priced. Some of them you can find on sale, and I'll mention that as I go. And then another you can buy like in giant size at Costco or Sam's Club, so it's a little bit of a better deal. I just realized that I'm more willing to spend a little bit more money on my hair. And it's not to say that you can't find good products at the drugstore, because you can, and I'm going to be mentioning some of them today. But I just tend to find that a lot of them have lots of just fillers and sulfates and things that kind of tend to dry my hair out a little bit more than it does help them. And so I'm trying to be better about that. Now I'm probably going to mention something this probably does have sulfates in it. Yeah, one of the drugstore ones I'm mentioning does, but I still love it, so I'm going to mention it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with my favorite shampoo and conditioner of all time. Tyler loves it too. We buy this at Sam's Club / Costco. It's from the brand Nexxus, and we just buy the giant tubs because we bought small ones once, like at Target on a whim, and we were both like, what is this magic? So it's the Nexxus Therappe replenishing system. So it's got this caviar complex, proteins, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand it, but what I do know is my hair, when I use this, it's perfect. It's not overly moisturizing, greasy, but it's not dry at all. It's like, and even when you use it, you feel like you're using a nice shampoo and conditioner. My hair smells great. My husband's hair smells great. It looks great, and I feel like it just keeps it healthier for longer because of this, I guess because of the caviar complex. I don't know. But we've gone through many, many bottles, you know, big pump bottles of this. We continue to rebuy it. And every time I'm like, oh, I want to branch out and try something new, I'm like, nah, I just want to use this. It's so good. And when I don't use it, I always notice a difference in my hair. But when I need to really deeply shampoo my hair, I love my Briogeo Scalp Revival Micro-Exfoliating Shampoo. This is it's like the second one of these I've used. Very minty smelling, and it does have like kind of like little tiny granules. But I mean, they're microscopic, like it feels like sand. It's not like big gel ball things. I use this once a week. I've heard of some people using this all the time. Like if you have really oily hair, or like this is really meant more to help with like your scalp and dandruff. I really don't have that problem. I just like it for getting all the oils and gunk out of my hair, and it does an amazing job at that. So you apply it. I'll usually leave it on for a little bit. It doesn't even say you need to leave it on, but I usually I'll kind of massage, leave it in for a minute, and then rinse it out. But you really don't need to even leave it in. But another product that I don't physically have, but it's an absolute favorite, is also by Briogeo. It's their Don't Despair Repair Conditioning Mask. So it's in the same kind of packaging, but I think it's got more pink on it instead of the blue. And it is my favorite conditioning mask. So I'll use it, especially when I use this, I'll use that with it because you leave it in for a few minutes, then rinse it out. And it's so moisturizing, and I feel like the ends of my hair look so much less frazzled when I use it. Now, I mean, is anything gonna really truly repair dead ends? No, but it makes them look so much more together and healthy. And I love that stuff. It's so good. Again, my husband used it. He helped me finish the last one. So I need to buy another one of those. But I love that. I'll use it maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, you could use it every time if you want, unless you have really, really oily hair. Maybe not, but I absolutely love it. I've tried so many deep repairing masks, and that's my favorite. And Briogeo is like the brand if you're wanting no fillers, no nonsense, just the good stuff. That's why I like it. An honorable mention by them that I'm still trying out is their Curl Shampoo and Conditioner. I'll put a picture on the screen. It's in my shower right now. I didn't want to mention it as a favorite because I'm still trying it out, but I'm really liking it when I wear my hair naturally wavy curly. Again, it locks in that moisture so your hair's not all dried out, so that the curls can kind of stick together and look nice. Okay, what I used in my hair today before I blow dried it is this L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil. I got this from like, I want to say Influencer a long time ago, and they put it in a black bottle, and they didn't tell you the brand. It was like a mystery, like, try it out, see how you like it. And it's kind of like what Suave does. In the commercials, they're like, by the way, what you just used is Suave. And they're like, no way. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Suave can do this. They kind of did the same thing, and unfortunately I hadn't tried it out yet. And then they sent a few weeks later the real thing, and I'm like, oh, well, now I know what it is, but it didn't matter. I really like this. This is actually a brand new bottle. The one I'm using is in my bathroom in my drawer, but it has camellia and sunflower oils. It says it's deep nourishment, silky softness, luxurious shine. So I'll put it in my wet hair and finger comb through my hair after I've kind of put this in. And I really focus it mostly on my ends because I feel like that's where I need that hydration. But then whatever's left, I'll kind of run through the top of my hair. I do think it's nice. I haven't really found an oil that is like so mind-blowing that I feel like I need to recommend it here. That's why I'm just mentioning this one, because it's the one I'm using. I feel like my hair looks nice and healthy, and you know what I mean? So if you have a hair oil that you love that you use every single day after, you know, like in your wet hair, let me know, because I do like this. But again, I've tried so many and I can't, none of them have really stood out as like the best one. But speaking of blow drying your hair, I just recently tried this wet brush, but it's for blow drying your hair and like blow drying it straight, like blowouts. This is amazing. It combs. I'm not holding it up too close because there's like my hair in it, and that grosses me out, and it would gross you out too, I'm sure, just because. Anyway, I love it. It's a round brush. It helps your hair stay silky, and it straightens it as you're blow drying it. I'll usually just flip my head upside down and kind of brush through and blow dry at the same time. And I feel like I can do it really quickly. And while my hair's not perfectly straight, like you can see, because I didn't like straighten it, I just used the brush and the blow dryer. It's straight enough that I still feel really put together. I don't feel like, you know, a mess. But I really like it. It helps the dry time. I feel like it cuts down on that. It helps straighten it as I go. And it gets through, you know, like it's no problem at all to brush my hair with this. Like I feel like it's so, I don't know, like I feel like some brushes when I brush my hair, it like adds frizz, but this somehow like really genuinely smooths it out, and I love that about it. This is actually empty. This is my favorite dry shampoo, and it's so expensive, and I'm just like dragging my feet to buy it. It's the Bumble Pret-A-Powder Tray Invisible Dry Shampoo. It says it's UV protective, 2-in-1 style extender to cleanse and lightly volumize from roots to ends. It smells so nice. It does such an amazing job. It soaks up the oil, but there's no white cast somehow, and yet it's not like brown. That's not true. There's a little bit of a white cast, but it goes away like instantly. I'll just spray it in my roots, anywhere I'm oily, even like around my face, because I get like foundation, you know, it just gets oily. And I'll let it sit for a minute or two while I'm like picking out my outfit in the morning, and then I'll just massage my fingers through it, and my hair feels so rejuvenated. Sometimes I'll go in with a brush, but with this dry shampoo, I don't really need to go in with a brush, and that's crazy because the white, you know, little bit of white cast goes away, and I feel like my hair is refreshed. It feels clean. I don't feel self-conscious about it. It's so expensive. Now, there of course are drugstore affordable, you know, options. Like the Batiste ones are really nice. They have all different smells. You can find a smell you like. Those work just great. And I've gone through so many of these over the years, but this is better. And of course the price tag shows it, but highly recommend. Oh, the drugstore shampoo I wanted to mention, but it does have sulfates, is this Garnier Whole Blends Honey Treasures. I've mentioned this before. I actually like the shampoo more than the conditioner, so I literally just bought the shampoo. This is a brand new one. It has the most ridiculously amazing smell. So what I'll do is I'll use this, and it is more of a repairing, moisturizing shampoo, so it doesn't dry my hair out, although the sulfates probably do a little bit. But I'll use it with a deep conditioning mask. So if I'm gonna be using this, I'll usually use that with it, whereas on most days, I'm just using my 2 Nexxus ones. Does that make sense? So, but I still love this. I love the way my hair smells. This is more of a smell kind of a thing, but I don't feel like my hair looks dry after I use it. And if you're needing a cheap option that, yes, it might not be the best for your hair, but there's way worse out there. And like, I feel like I'll use so many drugstore shampoos and my hair, like I'll get out of the shower and it's still wet and I can already tell it's dried out. Does that make sense? But I don't feel that way with this. Now the conditioner that goes with it is fine, but I just feel like my hair needs a little bit more moisture, and so that's why I just didn't even buy it this time. Actually, I bought, but I haven't tried. They have a deep conditioner in a pot, the same line, and so that's sitting in the wings in my bathroom to be used. next because I want to try that with this and see if that's better, because it should be more moisturizing than just their standard conditioner that goes with this line. So my favorite, I have a couple more, but one I don't currently own, because again, I'm dragging my feet to repurchase it because it's so expensive. But when I am going day to day, and let's say I've dry shampooed my hair, and I'm like, okay, it's the next day after showering, I've dry shampooed my hair, but like, you know, it's kind of lifeless. Maybe I'm wearing it naturally wavy most days. I do, because it just air dries that way. And when I'm in a hurry before work, I'm like, I don't have time to blow dry it. So anyway, but that next day hair, it's kind of limp and lifeless. I loved when I had my Oribe texturizing spray. It's like $40, you guys. I like savored that bottle. It's like the one I've owned. I couldn't believe I spent the money on it, and it was so amazing. I might buy it again. It is indescribable, because I've tried a lot of texturizing sprays and a lot of them are good, but this one is a league above. When you spray, it's like a freaking windstorm. Like it like tousles your hair for you. You don't even need your hand to be tousling it while you spray. It just and it has this amazing smell that I love, and I always get asked like, oh, are you wearing perfume? I'm like, well, yes, but that's not what you're smelling. It's definitely the texturizing spray. Anyway, and it just has the perfect amount of hold. There's a reason like hairstylists like freaking rave about this stuff, and that's why I bought it in the first place, because it has the perfect amount of hold where it adds this like texture to your hair, but it's not oily, it's not dry, it's not frizzy, it's not crunchy. It's like, I don't even know what it is. It's the weirdest thing. And it's almost as if you had like a pomade, but it was like in spray form and a little more lightweight, because, you know, a pomade can get that amazing texture like if you have shorter hair, but for my length of hair, I'm not throwing a pomade. It doesn't work the same. It's like having that in spray form, but lightweight, and it is amazing. For when I do wear my hair naturally wavy / curly, this is my holy grail product. This is a Living Proof Curl Enhancing Styling Mousse. I've gone through like 6 of these. It is truly a mousse, and I've learned that the secret to, and of course this is the day that my hair is straight, but in most of my videos my hair is curly wavy, and I use this every single time. So I'll put in some kind of a cream into my hair, and again, I'm trying out a few. I haven't found one that I feel like is like holy grail. But then I'll put in this mousse. I'll flip my hair upside down, squirt the mousse into my hand. You know how mousse is, it just grows. And then I'll just scrunch it into my upside down hair. I'll let it kind of dry. I'll throw some hairspray on top most days. Let it air dry for a bit while I'm getting ready some more. And then I'll diffuse, blow dry my hair again upside down. It adds so much volume to my hair. It's amazing. But on top of that, it really holds the curls together. And when I use just a cream and hairspray, it's so limp and weird. This stuff is the secret weapon. I'm like I tried to travel without this because I was carrying on, and I didn't have enough time to order like a travel size of this online because I couldn't find a travel size in any store near me. And I was so upset because I wanted to be able to just kind of have naturally wavy hair, and even when I air dry with this in, my hair looks so much better. And I felt like my hair sucked the whole trip because I didn't have this. A couple more products. This is the Nexxus. It's from Paris. I mean, you can order it anywhere. But it's their Huile Protégée. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. But it's their dry oil. I've had this bottle forever. It is lasting me forever. It's a little oily. But it's basically, I'm trying to see what they say about it. It's 97.8% natural. And it's multi-purpose dry oil for face, body, and hair with 6 precious botanical oils, nourishes, repairs, softens. Here's how I use this. I use this as, it kind of looks like an aftershave bottle, doesn't it? I will get a little bit in my hand, like literally a couple drops. That's why this is lasting me forever. And I'll rub it between my hands so they're all kind of greasy. And I'm not going to do it because I've already done it today. Actually, I could do a little bit here. But I'll take my ends and I'll rub my hands through them, and then anything left I'll sometimes like kind of tamp down up here, but you have to be careful because it is still an oil, but it can just kind of help add shine and get rid of the weird frizz. If your ends look a little unhealthy, when you add it to it, it just pulls them together. Oh my gosh, do you see that? And it makes it look like you just freshly got your hair cut. It's the coolest thing. It is so, so good. So again, you can use it on your body. You can use it wherever you want. Like I've heard of people using this on their legs just to add a little bit of shine. I freaking love this stuff. This is 50 mils, so you could travel with it if you get this size. I'll link it below. I don't know if they sell other sizes of it, but I'm telling you, you will not run out of it. I feel like I've been using this for freaking ever, and I'm not even making a dent. Anyway, it says 12 months. I definitely had it longer than that. But it doesn't, the smell hasn't changed, the color hasn't changed, you know, everything's working just fine. So I don't know. I should maybe think about repurchasing it. But the smell is definitely one you have to get used to. It's kind of like a old lady smell. I don't know how, that sounds so mean, but like it's a very mature scent. Maybe that's the nicer way to say that. I don't know any old ladies that actually smell like that, but you guys know what I mean. It's a very mature scent. It's not so much that you're gonna like smell it like perfume status, but you can smell it when you're putting it on, that's for sure. But you can't really, I don't really smell it in my hair. So anyway, a secret weapon. Like this is one of those random things that nobody I feel like talks about dry oil. And yet for me, like if I've dry shampooed the top of my head and then my ends are all, you know, when you dry shampoo, sometimes if you brush it through, your ends get all weird and dry. Instead of using a dry conditioner, I've just been reaching for a couple drops of this, and instantly then I do not get the oil up there if you dry shampooed, but I focus it just on the bottom third of my hair, and then my whole head looks like freshly washed and like really healthy. So I freaking love this stuff. It took me a while to get used to it, but once I did, I freaking am obsessed. And lastly, my favorite hairspray. I talk about it all the time. It's the Bedhead Masterpiece. It smells so nice. I always buy it on sale at Ulta. So they'll have randomly like 2 for $20, or you know, buy one get one free, because this original price is around $20, maybe even like 23. So I've never bought it full price. I don't even know how I originally discovered this stuff, but I've never bought it full price. I always stock up. I literally have like 4 in my little hair care backup center in my closet over there. It's my favorite. I've never found anything that came close. Again, if you're needing a like hard head kind of a hairspray, this isn't for you. But again, it's more texturizing in a way because it has some hold, but it's got hold where you can still tousle your hair. Does that make sense? I'm never like pulling my hair in a slick pony and spraying it and trying to get it. That's not what I do, so I'm not using it for that. So I don't know that that would work as well as you want if you want an extreme hold. This is more for like everyday, like spray it. I don't even spray it on my hair when I wear it like this, but I'll spray it when I have it that natural way, and it just holds everything together a little bit more. It smells great. It can serve kind of as a texturizing spray in a pinch. I mean, I've been out of that texturizing spray and I've just been using this instead, and it works pretty well. So, all right, I feel like I've talked these hair products to death. I just love all of them so freaking much. I hope this was helpful. Of course, I've got links and info and prices of all of these down below if you are curious to look into them for yourself or for someone else. And other than that, I hope you'll subscribe before you leave and hit that notification bell so you are notified when I upload new videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.